between my legs. And usually I'll do this. I'll just put my head like right like that. Yeah. Right here. Then you're still. Yeah, I'm still thinking about the pass. Yep. Pass. Yep. Still protecting my arm. Belly. Yep. Then walk. Yep. Big step. Now you can Kimura me, right? Or you can go do a Kimura grip on me, right? And then you can go for a straight armbar. Yep. Yep. So I like those options. For me, that's my game. I like that. Yeah.
You still gotta get past a half guard, which is tough.
Yeah.
Super skinny.
Yeah. I think, from what I've experienced, is like when the guys want the Kimura, and I'm on top passing. A lot of people just focus on. I'm gonna let him pass because I'm gonna take the submission. He's gonna tap even though he passes because I got it.
Yeah.
So from here, that's how I
still kind of roll through.
Yeah, that's how I feel like people think sometimes. You know what I mean? I feel like
once they got it, they're committed, and they don't let it go.
They don't. Even if I pass it, like I got 2-on-1. I'm gonna get it. I know I can. That's just how I feel.
Oh, for sure. It's a pretty strong position, so it's easy to get rid of that.
Yeah.
There's not too many different ways to turn that around.
Right.
I never seen that one going on.
Yeah. So I like that one. Yeah, that other one where you just grab your own. I just put my fist in my hand and I just sit up, and now from here you're getting Kimura.
Yeah, like I can caught like that. Like I can't get my arm out. Like
here
and then just here.
And now you just sit up nice and tall and lift it.
Yeah. Yeah, like Ryan almost got one of those.
It's so weird.
Stuck. I couldn't get it out.
Right? It's hard to get it out.
Like the fabric, I just couldn't get it out.
It's hard to get it out from there. It reaches that certain point where it's like, it's safe, and then you start getting cranked and you're like, God damn it.
I'm so extended already.
Yeah. Plus to it, all this is sticky. Yeah.
Just a little bit from here to here. It's not much movement, rotation wise.
So I like it. I really try and look for those from there. And then even from half guard, I'll even look for just regular half. If I can get to here, right, and I can get this, then I'm starting to look for hitting this out here, and then I'm looking for the Kimura.
Opposite hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm looking for Kimura from here.
Yeah.
Right.
So I have a position from there. I want to.
Let's spin all the way around so Mark can kind of see. And give me your feedback what you think about this. So I like going here, right?
Yeah.
Or let's say I'm still in half guard. Sometimes it doesn't matter, but I'll catch this, right? Now, again, my partner on the bottom knows that this is bad position, so he straightens his arm.
Oh, okay.
Right? He straightens it, and I just roll forward. And so sometimes he'll roll, and I can get it to here to get this. But sometimes he's strong and rolls the other way, right? All the way up. Then I'll put my head on it and switch and go from there.
Nice.
So what was your position?
Well, it was that. It was from the side. So it's the side. So but it's more of like heavy side. So here, I'm waiting for him to come across here. I'm getting this, but then they grab their. I just saw it on YouTube. I just wanted to see what but it looked like it would be cool. So like they grab, like I get caught like this, like super either grab here, there.
Can you grab your own belt?
Sure.
Okay.
And so we basically this way, come around here. Really?
Dude.
Yeah. That's super
Why do you
tight.
think?
Yeah.
What?
It's a weird shoulder.
What
Yeah,
was
it's not even it's a weird like shoulder.
I thought I was going to have to do all this.
No, yeah, just walk around the head. Everything gets so much tighter once you put your hands together. Yeah, once you get your hands.
I didn't
do that again.
I didn't feel it from my position.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, it's almost like in this.
Yeah, so let's see here. So I'm here. So now we're gonna come here, like right here. I'm gonna go here. Catch your coming over here.
Nope.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm here. And then this is over here. Right. And then tight. That's it. Yeah, so I kind of
that's an oldie but good.
put
Man, that's such a good one.
basically put my weight
All the
here,
way on the shoulder.
and then just tweak a little.
It gets crazy tight, dude. It gets crazy tight.
This shoulder's not that bad, but this shoulder's kind of tight.
Yeah. think it might have been maybe about a month ago we did that one.
Yeah.
We reviewed that because it's so good because
Oh, I missed that.
dude, people are so smart to grab something
Yeah,
right
yeah.
away, and it's almost like you'll never get them to let go of their belt.
Well, I can always pull people up, but then you have to like those. They're really yanking.
Yeah.
Like it's like this one.
No, you don't need
You
to
don't
go
have to yank
anywhere.
it anywhere.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yep. They actually set it up for you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna like, oh, got caught.
So now,
And then what do you do?
now that arm goes under, yes, and now you grab the outside of your tricep. It's kind of right now. It's kind of weird because the arm isn't bent enough.
Yes. And you step over and walk this around.
And now start to lift it.
While putting pressure on that shoulder down.
Now open up your chest towards me.
Yeah, you'll get there.
It's his arm
What was
isn't quite like this enough.
Okay.
So you got to go back from the beginning, set it up from the beginning. Yeah. So yeah.
I'm gonna come in.
So use your there you go. Now you've got it in a nice spot.
This way.
And hug it as tight as you can.
Oh yeah, there. I'm gonna.
Now open your chest towards me in my direction.
That is weird.
It's tight, man.
Yeah.
It's tight, super quick.
So,
But it's slipping the arm under the other arm,
Yeah.
not on top. I was trying to go over that.
And then like instead of grabbing the material, actually hug your own
Yeah.
triceps.
catch you up. Yeah. Here. So yeah, I guess what I see is that I want this arm coming across to be deep. And I don't want it to grab, like I don't want to move my arm up here to grab way up here by your elbow. I want this, I want to really jam this in as far so it's super tight here from the shoulder. And then flare it up. And then use this.
Yeah,
That's oh man, that's like I think those are the key things. You really gotta pump tight.
You gotta hug that thing as tight
Yeah,
as you
tight as you can, regardless of what you're hanging on to. Then, as soon as I put my weight here,
So it's such
Like,
a good.
it gets uncomfortable fast, yeah.
It does. It really. The second he grabs his triceps, you can feel everything. He's like,
Yeah.
what did he do? It's so tight in
like
here.
this. Right instantly gives you that warning signal. That's a cool.
Yeah. So it's like I get to that position a lot with the Kimura, and then I just kind of use it from side control to work my
up
way
to an
around
arm bar.
to the straight arm bar,
Yeah.
or I will use it to pull my partner on top of me to take the back. So,
That's what I've normally seen you do.
Yeah.
Is those two things.
yeah.
You'll get that tool like Kimura, and then you either walk them right to your back, or you'll hang out and you let them burn up, and then just kind of slowly just walk
Yeah.
around.
yeah, you get that Kimura from the past all the time.
Yeah. So I kind of look for the straight arm bar rather than finishing the Kimura when I have it. I almost feel like the defense is really hard to deal with when the guy once he grabs his belt. You know, I always look for the opening of or the angle of trying to between the thumb and the fingers, right? To break it that way. But it's so hard. People have such good grips. Once they overlap it like this, it's hard. It's sort of harder to break. So rather than trying to keep fighting that, I'll throw the leg over the face and sit back for the straight arm bar.
Yeah. And then you can weave that foot through
Yeah.
and go for a triangle.
Triangle.
Mount the triangle.
Or now that we're here and then they kind of go back flat, right? Sometimes the common defense is going to be to like hands together or do this. And then I'll start to play with the far side arm and pull that one towards me to try and go for an arm bar. Okay. So it's not once I get to that point, it's not a Kimura anymore, but I've set myself up to get there.
That's how you got to that.
Yeah.
Nice. I love it. It's a powerful.
So this is what it kind of looks like. start to walk around the head. Now we're here. So rather than like trying to put my leg over and fight this one,
Yeah.
because once he grabs something, whatever it is, it's going to be a little bit harder. And sometimes I make the mistake too of trying to just pull it straight up, right? And pull it straight up in the air, and it's going to be hard. So if I'm going to go for the Kimura, so the better option would be to like take it this way,
Okay.
and then go in the back. But if we're here, right, we got it, then I'll just sit and split for this one right here. And let's say I'm able to break it, then of course I'm going to go straight arm bar. But now in my mind I'm going to switch the position, so I'll come back, hug my jacket, so I can throw my leg over. And if I can fit this leg through here, I'll go for the triangle, right? But just like Mark is defending here, I'll grab the other one and pull it towards me. Grab both of them. Sometimes this ends up helping to break his grip.
Just by going like this. Or bringing
Yeah.
it closer and
Bringing
that
both
grip
of
is
them
only a
together.
one-way grip.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now it's harder. It's harder for him to defend because I brought both of them with me, right? So, and if not, I'll pull them both towards me, right? I'll try to get a good grip, and I'll put this hand on the ground, and I'll spin around for this one.
Nice.
Bring them, so I'm setting myself up for that far side arm. Can you give me a shot?
Bring it up. Working.
So if you can break it, you got it right here, right?
You can break it.
But if not, if I end up putting my hands together or
So what
whatnot,
would you do? What if you can't break it?
if I,
Try to get that.
yeah,
You just throw this leg.
yeah, I'll throw it over and then I'll now.
Even if it's on the belt still, right? If you're still on the
Oh yeah, if I'm still here, yeah, for sure.
So from there,
I'll throw it over.
Put the belt up.
Yeah, because
And
now
then-
I'm gonna.
And then you can crank
Yeah.
forward.
Now I'm gonna start to. Yeah, there you go. Once you get that leg through, you can go triangle. Yeah. There you go. Nice.
That was tight. Very tight.
Yes.
But yeah, collecting that arm is actually kind of cool because I've done it too once, and so if you can get it, you create slack,
Yeah.
right? So
You
just
just
creating
you
enough
just
slack that I just
Yeah, you can.
then
Now you
went
can
back
yank
and
it.
yanked
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You know, where it's hard to do that from the static, but it only
Once you
just like
crush
then
that,
I could
everything
pop
loose
loose about 2 inches or something.
Right. Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's a good target.
And then that other one you were showing us where you was it underneath the leg or so
Where's it from?
you were creating like you come down here and you
Oh yes.
that's what we were just doing like a
Yeah.
couple
So
weeks
should I
ago.
lay down?
Yeah,
It's from the armbar, right?
yeah.
So it's right here, and I get this, and I just go hug the leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now when I start to lay down, I can also, if it's not breaking, I can also use this lever on his face.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You were just grabbing the
Yeah.
So versus pulling in that angle, you're pulling this angle.
No. That's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Try it out. I think it's really cool. It's like.
Here and you're locked up.
Other arm, yeah.
Other arm comes through on this side.
Yeah.
And then you come here.
Yeah. So hook it, and as you start to lay here, you can stretch that. Yeah.
Yeah, because now you've got something to push and pull against.
Yeah. You can make that as tight as you want.
Yeah.
That's good. Just that change that angle. It's kind of like
Well, you've got like
Here you're
two,
pretty strong, but once you
two,
get down here, it's
two
kinda-
areas of force.
Yes.
versus
It's
just
spreading you all like that.
versus just one, right? Like it's
Yeah. And then like I mean, that I like those are probably like the first ones that come to mind for me when I get to that position, and then like that almost like a biceps crush.
yeah.
That one's kind of a nasty one too. I hardly do it because I feel like sometimes it can go too fast. You know, it can really hurt super quick, or if I throw the leg over, I also give my partner a chance to sit up into me too. So sometimes I won't try that one.
Yeah, it's really easy to go though because you're in that. Yeah, especially if you get into it with the Kimura, you're already there.
Yeah,
Right? Like,
yeah.
So it's just putting more pressure on the arm down and then leaning back. So.
So those are good options for finishing the arm bar right there. Yeah, I like those a lot. Yeah. So and then it all comes from setting up that Kimura. So sometimes I'll switch actually I do it a lot of the time because I don't actually like staying in side control for very long. Strong guys like you two tend to have a good tendency to buck me up and put me back in half guard. So rather than I think I've said this before, but for me, rather than staying here in this kind of a side control, right? Because now Mark has this frame to boost me off of his chest and then put me back in half guard, right? So rather than hang out here for too long, I'll tend to switch to this.
Yes.
This one. Because now, a couple things happen for me. The way I like to work my sequences from here is, if I switch to this, then I got this hand to either block his hip from turning into me or grab his hand and hold him from running away from me. Yeah? So once I can do this, then I'll start to look to scoop this arm like this.
And get underneath it. Get that elbow lifted off.
Yeah. So most of the time, most people won't leave their arm in front like this because of the Kimura thing. So they'll probably try and hide it somewhere around here like this, right?
Or come over and walk it.
Yeah, but once they put their hand down by their waist, then they actually get the Kimura set up to me. So yeah,
I don't know what's better for me.
Yeah.
I think most
So
of the time I end up coming up like this.
So I'll do
Just
this.
keep pushing.
Yeah.
Keep
pushing my frame.
Yeah, just to keep pushing. And then I can lock my hands here. So it's like, okay, well, you got to do something else.
Almost like a choy.
I definitely know I don't want my arm down here.
Yeah. So I'll do this too because, like I said, if I stay in side control for too long, I'll get put back in half. Yeah. So I'll start to go north south, and then be here. So I got two different ways from right there. Now I can attempt a paper cutter choke, or I can stick with that underhook on this arm and work my way around to Kimura.
What's a north-south choke?
North-south choke is like if you're laying down.
Because you're in that position, yeah? I mean, obviously it's...
So here, and then the north-south choke, from what I remember, is if you just go straight up.
Yes.
Right here. Right, so I'm almost like guillotining him
backwards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Went under, and then got him here, and then you know, like, and then you need to put your hands together, however you prefer.
Okay.
And I'm trying to use this part of my arm.
Are you using the bicep across his throat?
Yeah, and then the little detail that I got to finish it is I need to sprawl out, right?
So
I need to sprawl out, and also what helps me is if I move away from him a little bit more too.
Okay, and that helps lift the chin back.
It does, but then it turns into a combination of like a cranking his neck really bad and a choke.
So I was taught very similar. Like you could probably do it either way. Right? Is that so? I'm going to get my hips on this side. So you were doing it with just the neck.
Yeah.
And now you got two arms to defend me with. Okay. So like I would come into this through like this position. Right?
And open this
So I'm here. I'm going to come here. Right.
Yep.
Grab your armpit. Come down flat. Now I'm going to work that arm with my hip. I'm not good at finishing this one. And then I can block your hip here, and then I grab here, and then go belly down. Like,
it's almost like it's an arm triangle almost, because you're shoving this in with your body.
Yeah, and I just keep working it that way.
That's a good one. That's a really
Yeah,
good
but
one.
I can't, for the life of me, ever finish that. It can be super uncomfortable for the guy.
I feel like I could bridge and loosen that up, regardless of the amount of pressure.
Oh, you could. I mean,
Yeah,
I just
for sure. I mean, because no weight is on top of you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I have to keep it locked, right? Like, I don't want to just hold you.
So
Here.
just
I want to hear,
and
and then I really need to drop. I think it's a better submission for like yogi.
Yeah, for sure.
Because then you really know where your shoulder's at.
Yeah.
Because you want your shoulder kind of right in the neck.
Right on. So from there, you got this underneath. You're blocking here. You're underneath here.
Yeah.
And then you walk. You scroll out.
So really try to work his
Grab
arm
my-
here.
grab my armpit.
You're coming under the armpit. And then you're walking. Oh shit. That's crazy.
It's a lot of pressure, man.
Is it that tight?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, just right.
I don't know. That's weird.
Like I could
It
not
doesn't
do.
feel
I
like
could
it's
not
very
do
tight.
that on Justin. He doesn't
Yeah.
have enough shoulder.
Right.
Like, there's not
He's
enough
too
meat-
small.
There's not enough meat there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta kind of like squirm under and get
For sure,
underneath
yeah,
that
yeah,
scapula
yeah.
and shove that whole shoulder up and in.
But like,
That's
you're right. People with a broader frame, it's easier to watch.
Yeah, it is. Like I'll, this, really slender guys, I probably wouldn't even.
Because I find myself in that position, inside control with him.
It's almost like trying to
It's
catch
just
Justin
a
in a
wrestling.
triangle. There's too much gap in
Yeah, I
It's
can't.
just
I
easy.
have to tack
Just
in
easy.
there and then start attacking his arms.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I like that. I like that too with the arm in. I learned it with the arm out, and then like I said, you just start to try and separate yourself from the person.
Yeah. I mean, they're both.
And the only defense to that would probably just be like to invert or something.
Over,
and
yeah.
kinda come
I
up
think there's
with-
really, no, he's not on you anymore. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So you can't. Trying to buck
You
his
wouldn't be
weight.
able to
Right.
spin
Side to
either way
side.
because you just got the neck.
It'd be even hard side to side with the arm in. Right? With the arm in. Sorry.
Yeah.
I never remembered it being that easy to like spin out.
And then go down your hips. Now, oh fuck, that is crazy tight, man.
Yeah.
I don't even.
I'm so worried about myself when I'm in the bottom, about wrecking my own neck, trying to wiggle out. That
Yeah,
I'll just
I
be like,
don't.
you got me.
You got it, tap.
Yeah.
You have to.
But yeah, I mean,
That'd be the only.
if it's locked, you're kind of in the same.
You're in the same.
Yeah, because I can almost like kind of transition to a Darce maybe.
Oh yeah. Especially if I turn into or at
The
any
way you
point.
did. Yeah. My arms are sort of like in that position where hand on hand grip, and then when you rolled me over, my hand could slide into
Right into it, and then you'd be on the bottom, I'd be on top, getting bars. And then you just roll through.
We end up just keep rolling. Yeah.
That's a cool one.
Option B.
Dude, I love it. Yeah, so if you get that, I'll go for the arm first, and if he slips that arm under somehow, then you can finish up with the second one.
I mean, it'll be super difficult to get the arm out when it's trapped in there, because your partner's body is right against. If they're doing their job correctly,
Yeah,
that's
it's super tight. Because you've got that stuck, the hips stuck.
Yeah.
So he can't really spin into you.
right. You're so far away.
As you walk, slide that down in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd be able to avoid getting back into guard because your legs are so.
I don't think I've ever had anyone spin out of that. I've been plenty of times where I can't finish it, so I just have to do something else.
Right.
I don't think I've ever had anyone
Switch to something.
get out of it. Like,
Just
a lot of it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because I'm just gonna be here, I'm just smashing this.
Then drop my head, close my hands, and
You have to
sit
slip,
there.
you have to slip that.
A little adjustment,
That's not good.
Yeah,
That's
so
so
much-
much,
you can get
that's
out.
so much force on that lat. You'd have to just bridge, tuck it. But
Yeah. Just take the little inch at a time that you can get.
yeah, that's not bad. That's a really cool move. Thank you.
Yeah, it would be. It's awesome in no deep.
Yes.
not so much friction, and you can get that sucker so tight.
Yeah, I could
All those headed arms would
at
be
that
here.
competition, I could have, yeah,
You'll feel where
check both
everything
those
is.
guys
Yeah.
out. Yeah, for sure. That's such a cool game.
But like just watching that right there, there's options for Mark to move to.
Oh yeah, if I start moving in or anything,
One of them mount right away. Yeah, he switched them
So
out.
the other one, it's not this one, but it's kind of, I can't remember what I got the other day, so it's kind of side control stuff. How was it? It was
Americana style or
oh, no, okay. So you're pushing me here.
bringing.
Yeah, somehow, okay, so, alright, so I smash this. Okay, so yeah, you bridge, and I can drop this.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I come here, and then this will lay on you.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he's not, oh man. Yeah, it's going to be a ton of pressure right there.
That's another one that I really like. I got Paul, I think, yeah, because he bridged.
And
Shove his arm through, and then just went here, and then just drop all my weight right across here.
Can you finish that like a head and arm if you went to the other side of Mitch's body? Right
bounced
there?
over and then pressured in even more.
So if I was here,
Well, because no, actually no, you didn't go under his arm.
no, I'm not under. I'm just
Oh, okay.
smashing.
Yeah.
So if anything, it's just,
That's
you know,
crazy.
I get, yeah. I really want this arm though out. I want you like that. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it's
yeah, it sucks.
it's
man.
everything sucky. Like,
No, that's a
yeah.
I like it.
Oh man. Yeah, those are nasty. But it's it's up to your partner to deal with them, right? That's crazy.
Is your neck okay? That's probably one of my favorite submissions to get because it's so nasty.
It is nasty.
And it's one you can just kind of sit into, like because I'm heavier.
Yeah.
I can
Right.
just let my weight sink into
You're
that.
probably thinking the whole time in your head, how long can he take this?
So there's so much you can rest. So much you can ruffle the bottom.
Yeah, once that happens, like there's really no defense anymore.
There isn't. I mean, you can
You-
always
you-
muscle through a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Mitch might be able to muscle through it.
bridge a certain way and create just a little space that you need, right?
Slip that through.
Well, and I think this arm's important because
It
you
is,
had,
yeah.
like, if you had this in a still a powerful position, you could probably still push off.
Get some hip movement and lift it
Yeah.
up. Just enough.
I didn't feel as
just enough
solid.
that maybe I could get this arm
Yeah,
here and then slips
I
all
didn't
in.
feel as solid until I kind of had
Yeah,
that
you
arm.
need
Once you get that, then you can,
Yeah.
create that. That's good. We'll look for that one now too.
Yeah, you two nasty guys.
No, when he does it to me, I know what he's doing.
Oh, I can see that coming too now when I think about it. When you're trying to strip away.
That's weird.
Yeah. I can see that happening.
I think I normally get it so they push and then I swim under. So like they're gonna bridge it in me and you're gonna kind of, you're gonna come like this and then it's like that.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Mistake number one, bridging this.